He was supposed to be strapped to his hospital bed. As a result of him not being strapped, he fell out of bed and died as a direct result of the hospital and its staff failing to timely do what they were supposed to do. You want to learn what this is all about? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law in the state of New York. I'm here at the American Association of Justice Conference in Baltimore, Maryland, and I have a few moments to share this great information with you. The patient had lung cancer, and he was being worked up in the hospital for the lung cancer. But here's something interesting. He developed a series of dementia episodes where he didn't really remember where he was. So now the doctors wanted to work him up, get a series of MRIs to find out what was going on. They were worried that maybe the cancer spread to his brain. Now, as part of the instructions the doctors left for the hospital staff, they said, we want this patient strapped down to his bed. We don't want him leaving his bed, because there's a chance that if he gets up, he's going to be disoriented, not know where he is, he's going to fall out of bed. And we want to take that fall precaution. And that's exactly what they did. The doctors did the absolute right thing. They wrote an order, they said patient to be strapped to his bed. Involuntarily, can you imagine that? Now, it was for his own safety and for his own benefit. So here's what happens. His daughter goes home for the night, and 2 hours later, she gets a call from the hospital saying, just want to let you know, Dad fell out of bed. He hit his head, I think you should come back. What do you mean he fell out of bed? How could he fall out of bed if he was physically strapped to the bed? It turns out he wasn't. So let me share with you exactly what happened and why the hospital violated their own rules and regulations and failed to follow the doctor's own orders. So now, Dad was going to go and get an MRI, and that's exactly what happened. They took him from his hospital bed down to the MRI. They do the MRI, and now they're going to transfer him to a different room. So the nurse and the transporter put him on a bed and now take him into a different room on a different floor. And now they put him in his bed, they tuck him in with his sheets all nice and tight, and then they leave for the day. I shouldn't say for the day, they leave for the night. Next thing you know, a nurse comes around on rounds, they find him on the ground, unconscious. He's got a massive hematoma on his head. They immediately call for help, and it turns out that Dad never was strapped to his bed. The orderly, the technician who brought him up together with the nurse, failed to bother looking at those doctor's orders and never strapped him in. And what do you think happened? Exactly what the doctors anticipated. He got delirious, he got up out of bed, he was curious, he tripped, he fell, hit his head, and now, 5 days later, lapsed into a coma, and 2 weeks after that, died as a direct result of him not being strapped in. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you to explain one story involving a case where the doctor and the hospital staff failed to follow their own instructions and violated the basic standards of medical care. And you know what? I realize you're watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.